the Unsung City. Welcome back, everyone. It's been 2 weeks since we last gamed, and it's
2 weeks? It feels like only 2 weeks.
but it feels like it's been only 2 weeks.
Crazy how that works.
So,
Science can explain this.
let's do the opening.
Careful who you trust, if only you must stay alive with them. Take your time, solve the crimes. It's better off when you're gone.
And welcome back. So, we have a few bits of business to get through. First things first, do you guys want to just continue with the good boy, bad boy points as they sit? Right now we have 6 good boy points and 3 bad boy points.
I see no reason not to.
Boom.
Two keepins, two abstains.
Yeah, I'm fine with keeping. I didn't realize I was muted.
The keeps have it then.
All right. I guess Charles' opinion doesn't matter.
Charles' opinion always matters, but Charles is also muted.
I forgot I was muted. I was talking the whole time. I thought we were in agreement. I thought we were having a nice buddy pal moment.
Oh,
I'm
blessed
real
Charles.
sorry. Yeah.
We love you anyway, even if you are a little weird.
A little.
Yeah, that's fair. Jury's out on that one, lads.
All right. So, the next thing is...
Last time on the Unsung City, the Familia goes off to spend some more of their money. After getting very nice looking clothes, they came upon Jig, Goobold, and his wife Marissa in the middle of discussion, with rich investors, some of them foreign, looking to get in the ground floor of Goobold's next great invention. After some tense discussion, and offering to front all the money for Goobold's new factory and company startup, we cut off as we had run out of time. Now we rejoin the players in the middle of their shopping trip.
So, we are back. There it is. Ooh, that got concerning for a second.
But we're here.
Okay. And we got to start the shopping music, of course. Okay, so yeah, so due to a clerical error, you guys have realized, you realized that you actually had a lot more money than you thought you did.
Ah, I forgot that was in my back pocket.
Yeah, you actually have another 250K lying around. And as you guys were thinking about how you might want to spend this money, Marissa has been paging through a book and doing some figures, and she closes it and says, we may have a problem.
What kind of problem?
Well, I do appreciate your willingness to help support my husband's endeavors, as she lays a loving arm on Gubold's shoulder. However, this is a lot of money. Even for a one-story factory, we're still looking at around 300,000 gold. And that's just to set up the factory. Not to mention all the permits and everything. Do you have that kind of money? And so this is the time where I asked Jess, like, hey, what do you want me to tell the others? And Jess has not replied yet. So I'll let you guys discuss while, I'll let you guys discuss. Jess said that she'll be here in a few minutes.
Alright, group huddle.
Well, I mean, those other guys were practically begging, right? And they're old money, so fuck them, right?
I mean, yeah. Plus, they're definitely more loose as to who they allow with their product.
Well, yeah, but that's already happening. So
Well, yeah. I'd rather just keep it in house if I can, though. But I suppose the problem comes out to shit, 300,000. That's a lot.
100,000?
That's what she said.
Just bought a house. We don't have $300,000.
I mean,
Like $300,000? You're
I
the
mean,
money man.
altogether maybe, but
Well, we don't have $300,000 even if we did pool all of our money. We could start paying for $300,000, but
But are we really willing to do this for this random fucking shopkeep that you guys like?
shit.
I don't
Wait,
know him that
wait,
well.
wait. I have an idea.
What?
We don't have to own it. We just have to own most of it.
So you want to have the majority of the stock?
All we have to do is get 51%.
Okay. I think it's a point that I should bring in last time. What you guys had said was, you wanted to keep Sir Miles Pembleton and Sir Charles Smythe out of it completely. They were offering to just like write a blank check, whatever you need, get it started, and then they would gain shares in the company basically so that they could make money as the company made money. You know how shares work.
Yeah.
So they were willing to just blank check whatever you need. You guys said, for some reason, we don't trust these foreign investors. Hey, Jess is here. We don't trust these foreign investors, so we'll tell you, fuck those guys. Like, you said that, almost those words in their presence, and then said, we'll bankroll you for whatever you need to get it started.
that is true. That is what happened.
Yeah.
So- I mean, granted, you guys didn't know at the time that it would cost 300,000.
Yeah. Unless we can find one on discount somewhere. I'm not sure where we're going to pull that one out.
I mean, I could cast Wish again, but I don't think this is what we should use the final Wish though.
Yeah, let's
I,
not.
I've got some of the jewels from the last one that you did, and I never sold them off. Like, I have shit I could sell.
I mean, I could
If
always.
this is like a thing that we're really,
I mean, but even
really
if I-
wanting to do.
Can you come
I
up
guess
with
I-
50 grand worth of jewels?
I have 232 GP worth of gems. That's not enough. It's something though.
It might be enough for like a revival spell, maybe.
Hmm.
Well, we are running a business of sorts, and our goal from the start was to expand that. If we expand that more, we're more likely to get more income. We
Fair.
can start small with this and provide some very basic funding for Gubold. And then we can come back to building a whole factory a little bit later once we have more funds.
I mean, I can always put some work in as payment. I mean, suppose farm equipment might be able to help build some of the equipment, if nothing else. But
This seems like a lot just for the stock in his company. Like, what are we going to devote our lives to just focusing on Gobold's invention now? We have other priorities. This is something we can do in order to invest money and to help our friend, but this is not our job. It is literally his job to manage this company and
Uh,
how it goes.
Sorry, I'm just gonna, because it has been 2 weeks. The reason that the rest of the group at least was so adamant on doing this was because you guys wanted to
They
be
don't
able to
trust the
control who
military.
bought
They
the
didn't want it to
technology.
be- yeah.
Yeah.
No, I understand why.
Okay, cool. It has been 2 weeks. Just a reminder.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry.
Go ahead, continue.
And that was my point. Also, hi Jess.
Hi.
They're talking
Sorry,
about-
I know you guys are talking about something important, but if anyone says numbers at me after the shift I have, I'm going to set myself on fire.
oh no.
Understandable. Have a great day. Well, have a great night.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess we'll just-
TLDR. TLDR, we're talking about the factory thing with Gubold.
Yeah, no, I figure.
You guys have 250,000. The minimum to make just like a one level factory is 300K. By the way, I did the numbers conversion and the math for this. It took me like an hour.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I lied earlier. That's including all your building permits and your zoning and your inspections and the labor and everything else.
Yeah.
By the way, a lot of that is zoning permits, apparently.
That sounds accurate.
More
Well,
you
we
know.
do.
Like, I'm going to say a good 10% of it is permits.
This does have the potential to be quite profitable for us. Just
I mean-
because we're doing illicit business doesn't mean that we can't also do legitimate business, and it's possible that this legitimate business could help us launder any of our money more easily.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds
So it
great, but
could
how are we going to get that kind of
potentially-
scratch?
Could potentially become a worthwhile investment, but we currently don't have the funds, which is why I think that we should wait.
Yeah, unless we're hitting up another casino, I don't think we'll get anytime soon, though.
Well, we could always do that. There's plenty of territory for us to take.
Hell. I mean, listen, not for nothing, but I do have things I need to do cross country.
Really?
Yeah. Listen, we can talk about it later, but
Please tell me it's not as dangerous as the last time we went cross country.
I promise that I hope it isn't.
Shamrock.
By the way,
What?
Shamrock, the voice in the back of your head telling you that you need to go to the devil's table has been getting more and more insistent.
I know.
Well, if we're going to fund an entire factory, I think that's even more of a reason for us to put this endeavor on hold. going to wherever you need to go, but funding this factory. We don't need to provide 300,000 to build a factory right now. We can provide Google some basic funds for his own personal research for now, since I think he would be rather satisfied with that, since he didn't want this to be happening to begin with.
I
And then
suppose don't
after
get-
we've done that, we can expand once we come back and make some more money.
I suppose it'll take some time getting through red tape, anyways.
May I offer another suggestion?
Sure.
Just
The
as an
floor is
outside
yours.
observer. You guys can offer up as much capital as you'd like, and then these other guys who are willing to throw money at him can provide the rest. All they want to do is invest.
Mhm.
They said that if you guys gave up all the capital startup, that's fine. They were still gonna invest.
That's fair.
We're not going to stop them from doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you saw someone who was giving away gold bars for $1, would you not invest in that?
That's fair. Well, suppose we can put in what we can.
Or let me phrase this a different way. If you went back in time and when Steve Jobs was saying, "Hey, I want to start this company named Apple,"
Put what money can in, really.
Yep.
Well, suppose I don't really have any need to buy any more housing, so I'm willing to put in some. Well, I guess
How much do we want to give? We should set down a firm number, tell him, and be done with it.
I mean, we got all of our winnings from the pits. I mean, how much you want to do?
If you would like to do that, we can.
I mean, I've already made my big ticket purchases, so
If we put down all our money from the pit, then we would be putting down 250,000.
I just,
Which leaves 50,000 that we would still need to be doing. I don't know that we should be putting down all of the money that we earned from the pit. I mean, we do have our own businesses that we need to be worrying about funding.
I
what do you think,
suppose.
then, Green? You are, significant. What do you think we should? How much do you think we should put in? You're the numbers man.
I think maybe we could put in 150, keep 100 for ourselves.
That's nice nest egg.
And once we return from wherever it is that Shamrock needs to go, we'll probably have more money waiting for us from whatever we earn through the casino and the speakeasy. So we can invest more then. Again, I don't think this is something that we need to be trying to do right this moment. This is something that we can start off small with and then push once we have the capital.
I suppose you're right. Yep, unless anyone else has any ideas, I think we go with the creams. Going once, going twice. Alright, cream has it.
I'm not a math person, so just tell me how much money I owe.
So we got the bank error in our favor money.
Yeah.
We're essentially just turning that to 100,000 and then divide it between all of us.
Yeah, I
So-
think that's how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
So your personal money.
Yeah.
Let me do the math real quick. let me find that exact number, actually.
16,666 and 66 repeating cents. So.
As you guys are talking, Charles Albert Winchester Smythe walks out and he says, excuse me, terribly sorry, I can't seem to find my wallet. Have any of you seen it?
Oh, I'm looking so hard. Can I perceive? Can I perceive that,
Sure.
please? Actually, can I feel for my wallet first?
Sure.
Is it there?
Edwin will also feel for his wallet and then
Is it
try
there?
to help look around.
If I remember right, it's just on the floor where someone dropped it. Winky face.
Yeah, I mean,
That's true. He did.
you could
drop
make a
it and then
perception
not
with
pick it up.
advantage because I think all of you basically saw Dimitri just kind of like drop it on the floor.
Yeah,
Shamrock
but
for
Jeffrey,
sure.
is my wallet still there?
Or Shamrock for sure did anyway.
Jeffrey.
What?
My
No, your
still
wallet's still there.
there. Poggers. 24, baby.
Is Edwin's wallet also still there?
Your wallet is still there.
Hell yeah.
Dimitri did not tell me they were pickpocketing anyone else, so
It's good to check.
yeah, it's good to check. Yeah, Shamrock knows exactly where it is. Edwin and Formerly both see where it is. It's on the floor. Gray also sees where it is. It's over here.
No, I haven't seen it.
Check 4 maybe. Maybe he dropped it.
Maybe, but I haven't seen it anywhere.
Wait, are we not telling him where his wallet is?
So
I'm
far.
making a choice from what my character would do. You can make a choice for what your character would do, maybe.
Shamrock is conflicted, but his metal face doesn't really tell much here.
Let me look through my notes to see if I can remember who the fuck this guy is.
This is one of the rich foreign investors.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember which one this one is, because there were 4 people here. Oh, that's right. He's the, like, old money
Mm-hmm.
guy. Okay.
No, Sir
Charles
Miles
Albert-
Pembleton.
Oh.
His Grace, His Lordship, the Right Honorable Sir Miles Pembleton is
In that
old
order.
money. Yes, he is the old money. Charles Albert Winchester Smythe is just an entrepreneur who's fantastically good at investments
Okay.
and startups.
Can I stealth pick up his wallet, like, out of view? Is it possible?
Don't do that.
Yes.
What?
I
Hey,
mean, he's looking
it's-
that way, but go ahead and roll stealth.
Yes, you can do it. You can do it. You can do
Oh,
it.
Should I do
Jesus.
stealth or should I do sleight of hand? Which one? They're the same roll. It doesn't really matter, but which one for flavor?
Describe to me how you're gonna do it, and then I'll figure out which one it is.
Bestie Bendon Snap. I'm sorry,
I'm
that
not
was
gonna.
You
bend
should
and
definitely
snap.
do that. No, you should definitely do
no,
that.
he's silly.
But then he's
There's
gonna.
no way it
But
could
then
go
he's
wrong.
gonna. But then he's gonna see me, which
but
is
he's
the.
gonna see your twink ass.
I'm gonna walk that way and like maybe knock something off a display shelf and onto the floor next to it, and then pick them both up.
Okay, do me a sleight of hand then. Yeah, that sounds like a sleight of
Big
hand.
money, no whammies. Big
Can I try
money.
to lead the other Charles away during this
I
time?
am gonna bend luck.
Oh, you're gonna bend luck? Okay,
Yeah,
hold on.
Yes.
So hold on. Let's get what Formerly's doing.
Okay.
What are you doing, Formerly?
I'm being like, hey, come over. Have you checked over here? And being like, look, these shelves are really close together. Maybe it's on the ground over here somewhere.
Okay, cool. So that will give Fritz advantage on the roll, and then you're bending luck to let him re-roll.
No, bend luck means I roll a d4 and I just add it to the roll.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your d4, and we'll take that 22. Ooh! 25.
25. This man saw nothing.
He's like, oh, shit. Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's try over here. I was standing over here earlier. Yeah, so you mosey on, and you accidentally knock something. Tell me what you knock off, just for some flavor.
I'm gonna say that it's like a. It's like the bin that I was rifling through the other day, where it's just like odds and ends in a little box, where it's just like the random. That's the clearance bin.
Okay. So you knock over a bin full of odds and ends, and you're like, oh, clumsy me, and you start picking it up, and Marissa comes around the counter and says, oh, you do be careful. The shelves are, some of the stuff is still active.
Yeah, I know you guys keep this place pretty well packed. Sorry about that. Beam.
Okay. Marissa does not notice you pocketing the wallet.
Good.
So yeah, you can add a wallet to your inventory. She helps you like pick the stuff up and put it back on the shelf. It's just, really, please do try to be more careful.
Yeah, no, you got it. Yep.
And she goes back. Mr. Charles, perhaps have you tried over here? You were walking in this way. And he follows her around, and they look over in this direction. He is, I don't know if Formerly goes with or not to keep him distracted. Okay. What are you doing with this wallet, Fritz?
Let me see where everybody's at on the map, because I have a couple of tricks up my sleeve. So if he's walking over here and he's facing that direction, God, these shelves are so long.
Sure are.
They sure are. You know what? I'm just gonna, this would be a time when having that fucked up hand enchantment would be great. Except for it's also horrifying and terrible. I'm just gonna, like, stick it in the inner breast pocket of my shirt.
Okay.
Like jacket.
Okay, cool. All right, you have a wallet with unknown contents.
And then I'm maybe gonna start heading, maybe walk like a little bit this way. And
Okay.
like, maybe pull Maria with me a little bit and be like, hey, there's a thing I wanted to show you.
Okay. Maria, do you go with?
Maria, I saw Fritz pick up the wallet, so I'm trying so hard not to laugh. I want to know what's in there so bad.
Fritz may
Takes
or may
her
not
hand.
notice a line of text at the top of the screen. Shamrock will remember this.
Okay.
I've
We're like
done
two
way
little
worse
kids who
things.
just successfully ding-dong ditched the neighbor.
No, oh no. Okay, we are Charlie Brown and Lucy.
Oh
go ahead and
Just keep holding that football.
Well, suppose to get the proverbial football moving here. Hey, Elwin, want to just see about getting our investment done? Get out of here.
Most certainly, and it's Edwin, sir.
Oh, sorry.
Fritz, you can go ahead and just move around the corner if you want.
Hey guys.
Love.
Right. Well,
Are you coming with us?
I want to see what.
So will Shamrock and Edwin will handle giving them some money.
Go
Cool.
do that. We're gonna look at this wallet.
So, let's put a pause on the money group, and let's go down to what Fritz and the gang are doing.
Because we're out of eye shot. I'm gonna try and shift into just a total stranger, a female stranger.
Okay. No check to do it. You just do it.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's look at this. Oh, I mean, we should wait. We shouldn't look at this now. We should look at this later.
Why?
No, we should look at it
over
right now.
here.
We should look at it right
he's-
now.
Maria, he is literally right across the room from us.
Oh, you don't
And
look
I'm
like
banking
you.
on this. I know, and I'm banking on this man being a gentleman. And I stick it in my tits.
Jesus Christ. So we're what? We're not even get to see the wallet? I just came over here to watch you shove it in between your tits. Is that what's happening?
I don't know. Did you enjoy the show?
A little bit. All right. Well, I'm gonna go back over there.
Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna put a pause on that, and we're gonna go back to Shamrock, Dimitri, and Edwin. So, what are you guys saying?
all right, Gobold. Good news, bad news. Bad news is we can't buy you a new factory. Good news is we can put a good stip in it for you.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Thanks.
The intention
mean-
will be for us to give you some money now to help fund your current research endeavors, and then later we'll return with more to fund a factory or whatever else you might need.
I mean, I don't think you guys know Jig, right? Meanwhile, Charles is like Marissa has somehow talked Charles, or maybe charmed, or some combination of the two, into like getting down on his hands and knees and like sweeping the floor with his hands for his missing wallet.
How dirty is the floor of this place that they can't just look
Just
down and see if
where's
there's
my
a wallet?
glasses moment.
I mean, he's like sweeping the floor and like running his hand under shelves and stuff like that.
Where's
I
my
see.
wallet? I can't see. It's not my wallet.
So she and him are over here like running their hands under displays and stuff like that. He says, well, I mean, you know Jig, right? He's gonna talk these guys out of every copper piece they have.
Well, I'm sure.
So, I mean, if you guys can only give me 100, that's fine. Marissa said it's gonna be 300, and I trust her. She's a lot smarter than I am when it comes to numbers.
For now, we were thinking about giving you 150.
Oh, 150 is great.
And then
I'm
after
sure I can
that,
get
we
the
would
other
return to-
150 somehow.
Well, the
No.
intention would be that we give you the 150 now to work on expanding your research here, and then we return later, say in a month or two, and then we provide greater funding for a factory.
And Jake can take them for a ride if he wants, but don't count us out of the run here.
After all, building a factory will take time. Getting privileges for zoning and things like that can be rather time consuming, with bureaucracy being how it is. So, we do want to make sure that Google can properly explore this new technology however he pleases. While
You are
also
talking to
trying
Goobold.
Oh, I thought we were talking to Marissa.
Nope.
That's my bad.
Nope,
Okay.
Marissa's over here. You
Okay,
can
well,
see
we do
because
want
it's
to
a
make sure
snake
that
with tits.
You can explore this as
That's
much as
good
you
one.
would like, but we also understand that it is going to take time for this factory to be built. So we want to make sure that you can do all the things that you would like in the meantime.
I mean, you've got a point, I guess. There you go. That's a nameplate.
I mean, it's not like they can build the factory in a week. You know what I'm saying?
We're
No,
almost
you,
built in a
you,
day.
you, you do have a point. I guess I don't need all of it up front, but I'm gonna need quite a bit. Oh man. He's like running his hands through his hair. It's like, I don't know any numbers. That's why I leave stuff up to Marissa. I don't know,
Like I
is that
said,
going to
we
be
will
enough?
Provide you 150,000 now.
That should be about half of what the price she told us. So
Yes, that would be about 50% of the price.
yeah, so half now and then half.
This is the guy who's like Google dropped out of high school. So
He's-
you're just this man is being posed with college level calculus in his brain, or at least that's what it looks like. And he's got that cartoonish like sweating rivers of sweat down his face as he tries to do simple math. And it's like I don't know, is this gonna be enough? I don't know.
Would you like us to talk to Marissa about the specific numbers
Oh, could you?
instead?
Ah.
That could be easier for you. You seem like you're struggling with this. So
As
we don't
as
mind
soon
doing
as
that.
you offer to do so, like all of the stress in his face washes away. You can tell who does the books for the store.
God help him.
Goobold's good with like adding and subtracting and some multiplying and dividing, but that's about it.
Listen, if it involves alchemy, he's fine. If it doesn't, well, good luck.
You want to weigh some shit, you want to put things together, he's your man. If you want to calculate interest, that's Marissa's job.
Right. All right, then we'll go talk to Marissa about this and figure out the specifics.
Yeah, thanks.
We'll, I guess, walk over to Marissa and
Yeah. Meanwhile,
try and
Goobold
coax her off of the floor. That sounds weird.
Goobold walks into the back to talk to Jake and the gang in his grace. Marissa at
Poor
this
man, they're
time
gonna eat him alive.
Marissa at this time pulls up Sir Charles and kind of like brushes him off and says, "Why don't you go in the back and talk to my husband and Jake, and I'll keep looking out here." And he goes, "Oh, well, sworn I had my wallet when I walked in here." And Marissa stands up and sighs. She slithers over to you guys and then goes around the counter back to her books. You can see that she's a bit agitated.
Is something wrong? Edwin's avoiding thinking about the wallet.
I don't know. A customer loses their wallet in our store and can't find it anywhere. Not just any customer, but a person about to give us a large amount of money. It's a bad omen.
I'm sure it's here somewhere. I can start taking a look around if you want.
Right.
Edwin, if you want to take care of the number situation.
Of course.
Would you, Shamrock? I would appreciate it so much.
Shamrock Detective Agency on the case.
Cool.
is just going to casually start looking around slowly as he makes his way to the end of the aisle.
Okay, cool. Formally
I
walks
disguise
around the
myself
case.
as Fritz as I hear him coming.
Okay. Formally walks around the case around this time.
Ah,
Let the money go.
it's going. Just need to help find a wallet now.
Do we need to?
I believe there's a saying people have, don't shit where you eat. We eat here a lot.
We do eat here a lot. But
Yeah.
the shit is smelling like fucking brownies, I'll say that. Or not to eat shit.
Right. This-
Right.
This analogy got
Right.
uncomfortable quick. So Shamrock,
So,
Dang that I
you-
want to take the fucking wallet. Fuck.
Shamrock,
Just-
you walk around the case, and Fritz is standing there with a voluptuous woman.
all right, coppers to peanuts. That's our boy. Did Maria actually transform to be Fritz?
Yes.
Yes, I'm Fritz.
All right, peanuts. That's the boy. That's Maria.
That's rude. How
I
dare
don't
you?
think you could just intuit that.
25 says yes.
I'm
25 says
I'm
yes.
Gonna roll deception
I'm
right
simp-
this second.
Hold up. I'm
I'm
also
rolling-
gonna roll deception. I'm
And
just
I'm-
a
and I'm-
buxom woman.
Okay, Fritz, you can do it at advantage because you are shapeshifted.
Nope.
Maria, do you want to bend luck?
I can try. I'm not gonna
use
waste
them?
another 2 fucking sorcery points on
I mean,
this
Do
shit.
it on
Can you get it to a 25?
do it on yourself.
I
Mom.
can get it to just 25 if I roll a 4. I should have used
Beats it.
I should have used Tides of Chaos to roll this with advantage.
You rolled a
Meets-
4, you'd
meets
get a
it, beats it.
23, love.
What?
If you rolled a 4,
19
you'd
plus
get a
4 would be 23.
It's only a
Oh
D4.
shit, I can't beat it. I
I'm
don't know
so
how to do math.
sorry.
Fuck me, Eder.
God, we're
Like,
all
hey,
gay
you'd
and
waste
can't
your
do
point.
math.
Okay, yeah, Shamrock, even though they are both disguised, you are not fooled by it.
I've been around these two interesting folk for long enough that
Sorry, ladies, I tried.
The minute that Shim starts walking towards us, Fritz starts walking for the door. Just like,
I
time to-
turn to Fritz and I go, scatter!
Excuse me, miss. Have you seen a missing wallet?
Just imagine Shamrock like, reaches out and grabs your arm, almost clotheslining you. Like, you're moving so fast, like your feet almost slip out from under you as Shamrock's hand locks around your arm.
Please, miss, it's important. Have you seen a wallet? As
I know,
green
sir.
eyes
I've never
pour
seen
into-
such a thing. I'm afraid this is my first time at this establishment, so I wouldn't quite know where to look.
He leans in a little bit. Fritz, you can put off
What is
the
this
act. I know it's
voice?
you.
What are you talking about? I'm right here.
Fritz,
You can search me if you want.
hey Fritz, why don't you informally help look for the wallet? Meanwhile, me and this lady here will talk.
Perhaps you and Fritz should go look for the wallet, and me and the nice lady will take a walk.
Yeah, Sham, let's go help Marissa. Don't be rude. Let's go help Marissa look for the wallet you promised her.
Can I just right quick? That was still the Maria voice.
We have the same voice.
the same voice a
It's
little
the
bit.
same voice.
Really put me in a bit of a situation here, you two.
What if we just look at it and then we come back and say we found it?
Just make it fast.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
All right,
All right.
Fritz, let's go look around.
I messaged Fritz, you better tell me
Oh,
exactly what
God.
was in that wallet.
Cool.
Oh, you think Fritz is coming back? That's very sad.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Okay. Voluptuous lady, I assume formerly is going with, because that's what you said. Are you going to open the wallet at any time, or are you just booking it?
I'm fucking booking it, baby. They might start using magic to try and find that shit.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
He just he puts a hand on your shoulder and gives you one kiss on the cheek and goes, "Good luck. Run fast."
Okay.
Well,
So-
I'm glad that someone is supportive of my actions. Good.
So Fritz
literally
is,
Used.
for
it's
all
just-
intents and
it's just
purposes,
like
out of the
the
scene.
heels just click, 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 clicking so fast on the sidewalk.
I'm gonna say that your devil heritage, actually, even if you're walking fast, you still got a little bit of a sway.
Oh boy.
I love how that's important to you.
I think it is because I
correction.
think, like, here's the thing: as an incubus or a succubus in this case, you are
Yeah, no.
naturally attractive. So, like, not
Just
quite
gotta
like
clarify that
causing,
Fritz will slam
Also
Not-
important to fly casually, you know?
not quite like people stopping to stare at you and causing traffic accidents, but at least like a few people walk into street signs looking at you.
Good. I'm glad.
Lots of-
I'm glad that they're into buxom.
It just means that there's lots of witnesses to your crime. That's all it means.
Nobody knows that I've done a crime. If they stare at my tits, it's just because they're staring at my tits, not because they think there's a wallet in it.
Listen, we have 2 rules at the workplace: no shoe money, no tit money.
The worst is when somebody gives you tip money and it's a little bit damp.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All right, so back with Edwin.
Oh, right, me.
Yeah,
Uh,
you.
Great transition.
Yeah. Well, miss, for now, what we intend to invest is 150,000. This will be the initial funds to help deal with all of the bureaucracy around zoning and things like that for this factory, along with choosing a location, and also funding Gobold's research until that point, the point where the factory can actually begin construction.
Mm-hmm.
After that,
Very well.
we intend to come back and invest more.
Marissa's got a notebook open. She's jotting down some figures and doing some quick math. She says, "Go on, I am listening."
Based on my knowledge of the casino and the bar, how much money can we make in like 2 months from those 2 sources?
You personally,
I mean,
or
I'm keeping track of the books,
Like,
right? Like
what
that's my
you
whole
guys
job.
scrape off the top for yourselves is 1,500 gold per person
per month.
per month. Yes, that's what you scrape off the top for yourselves. If you guys want to start liquidating some assets, you could probably do more. There was more than 50,000 in the vault of the casino, but you would have drained it dry had you taken it.
Right.
You guys decided to wisely leave the money in the casino so that it had running, capital. So that people could buy chips and get paid out and stuff like that.
Right. I'm trying to figure out how much money we can realistically make in a month.
With what you have now, it's 1,500 per person times 6.
Right. But we're gonna go to Arizona. Some shit's gonna happen there. I don't know what, right? And I also don't know how long that's gonna take. So I'm
If you
kind of
guys
just
decide
talking
to-
through my thoughts on this right now.
If you guys decide to, I don't know, do another smash and grab or something like that, or
Yeah.
rob
so
a
if this
bank or
takes-
something like
if-
that. I mean, it's up to you.
If the Shamrock thing takes a whole month or something like that, then we'll have a month to try and get more money, right? From somewhere.
Yeah,
And
Marissa
if it takes
says,
a week, then we've got
yeah,
a lot more time. So I'm just thinking like, because I want to give an actual figure for the amount that we could give next time, and I'm not really sure how much that would be.
as it sits right now, what you guys skim off the top, not like affecting operating expenses or anything, your executive salaries or whatever is 9,000 gold as a group.
Right.
If you decide that you want to do more in that time period, that's up to you. But that's your current earnings. And Marissa, jots them down and does some figures and says, all right, that should be more than enough to settle us for at least a month. Building permits and getting the land rights and scouting locations. And then we got to pour the foundation and stuff like that. But I can't do much more than starting to acquire the materials unless I have more capital.
In about a month's time, we should be able to return with, I believe, a minimum of another 100,000.
Oh, that would be great. I can.
And beyond that, we'll have to see how fortune plays out. We might return with more than that in a month's time, but I believe another 100,000 is a reasonable estimate at the moment.
She gives you like a raised eyebrow when you start dropping these like millionaire numbers, but then she like takes one glance over her shoulder at the motto of the store, which is basically "Don't ask, don't tell," and she says, then she just shrugs and turns back to you and says, "All right, so, yes, that would be lovely. Did you already give my husband the money, or?"
We'll bring it by later in the day. I don't know if we have the money on us or not right now.
You
I
do
don't
have the money on
imagine.
you.
Oh, we do? Okay, then I'm just
This
gonna
was
give her
your
the money.
winnings from the betting.
Then I'm just gonna give her the money. Yeah. I'll
Okay,
just
yeah.
give it to her now.
So you hand her.
Here's all that we are currently investing. This should be 150,000, as we spoke about.
Excellent. She takes this very heavy bag from you and like struggles to pick it up, and then Dimitri walks around the counter and helps her, and the two of them lift it into a safe on the floor, and she closes it and locks it. Says, "Thank you so much. You have no idea how much this means to all of us."
Of course, I know Shamrock has some sort of connection with this place. I'm not sure what, but I'm sure that he'll feel more at ease knowing that friends are the ones that are funding this rather than anyone else. If that
Oh, you
makes
didn't
sense.
know?
No. Is there something special?
Well, I mean, I would have thought. Well, of course, he's always been a private person. She's kind of worrying a thumbnail, like, should I say or not?
If you don't feel comfortable, you don't need to say anything that you don't want to, but we're rather close with Shamrock, so
Well,
I'm a rather tight-lipped person. You can trust me. I won't tell anyone.
go ahead and do a persuasion at advantage. Your DC
Edwin
is
did not
12.
spill the secret about
I know, that's why I'm giving you advantage.
Chris, yeah.
Do it. Its DC is 12.
Persuasion with advantage, you said?
Yes. Yeah. Oh. Ooh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Flying colors.
So yeah. Well, I guess it's not a big secret. My Goobold and Clover, they went to university together, and they also served on the front together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So does that mean that Shamrock served alongside not just Clover, but also Gobold?
I can't say. He doesn't really like to talk about his time in the service.
Of course, of course.
I get the
know
feeling
it's-
that it
it's
really
very
haunts
sad.
him, and sometimes when I'm not there, Jake is the one who comforts him. It's a real mess.
Of course, absolutely. But I hadn't realized that Gobold was an older war buddy of Shamrock, so to speak. I'm glad to know that. Thank you for telling me.
Yeah, like I said, it's not a big secret or anything. It's just one of those things they don't like to talk about. I get the sense that no one has really great memories of the war, no matter what the news says.
Of course, it was a terrible thing that happened, but at least the three of them all made it out together, so I'm sure
Well-
that helps them a little.
My husband came back in one piece, at least.
That as well. Edwin is gonna go and look at Shamrock and see what the fuck is going on with the wallet situation, and then say,
Currently, Shamrock and Fritz are walking up the aisle, looking, or at least making a good show of looking all over the place for a wallet.
does Fritz... Do I notice anything weird about Fritz? Does Fritz look off?
Why don't you go
not
ahead
not
and make...
necessarily like Fritz looking like they're not Fritz, more like Fritz looking like they stole the wallet.
Make me an insight. Doesn't look like this Fritz stole the wallet.
Okay. Well, now that our money business is set aside, I think I'll help them look around for this wallet.
Dimitri says, "Yeah, I'll go with you," and the two of you go off down the aisle.
Everyone's gonna go down. Is that Fritz right now? Is that what Fritz looks like?
That is Fritz,
Buxom.
as far
Yes,
as you
I
know.
am Fritz.
Fritz plus tip money.
Fritz plus tip money.
I don't have it. You can search me. I don't have it.
Oh, Shamrock.
God.
A full body search so early in our relationship. How forward.
Pulls out a latex glove. All right, turn your head, cough.
Oh man, you should have been a
It's very
doctor. That would have been
sneaky,
way
but-
funnier than a detective.
That does seem like the kind of thing that Fritz would be into. So
Oh, I am not Fisto the robot.
Jesus
so-
Christ.
So yeah, Dimitri comes over and is it's just kind of like following along behind you guys. You do not find a wallet. You guys spend like a good 10 minutes doing this. You do not find a wallet.
Well, we tried. Best we gotta get out of here.
do we know where Maria is?
I think Maria left earlier. Looks over to. Wait, is formerly still at the door there?
I
Finally
assume
got
so.
Hanging out by the front of the shop.
Or just glance over to formerly.
Hmm?
Eyebrow raise.
I was looking for 4-leaf clovers in the grass outside, and if perhaps that beautiful, charming woman happened to have run away, I wouldn't have even noticed.
All right,
Well, you don't need to compliment Maria that much, I think.
Edwin.
Excuse you?
Edwin, just stop. Just stop.
I fully dropped the Fritz voice but I'm like still whispering. I'm like, what the fuck did you just say to me?
You all take this outside. I'm just going to.
Yeah, let's go outside.
Somehow I had a feeling that you all were involved in this nonsense.
I'll tell Marissa that we'll take a look outside.
Gotcha. Around this time, all four of them come out of the back, and
I'm peacing out. I'm gone.
Sir Miles Pembleton and Charles Smythe say, sounds like a fascinating investment. I look forward to doing more business with you, as His Grace, His Lordship, the Right Honorable Sir Miles Pembleton walks. And says, "Oh, good day to you, sir." As he
And to you.
he leaves. He pulls out his pocketbook, writes a small check, and then he leaves it on the table and walks out. "Good day to you, sir," as he makes his way out. Sir Charles, on the other hand, is very much trying to find his pocketbook. Can't seem to find it, and he says, "I'm terribly sorry. I must have been pickpocketed by one of those rapscallions on the street. Do forgive me. I will, of course, bring back just as much as Sir Pembleton. And I will see you another day, Lady Marissa," as he gives her a very courtly bow. And she, like, titters and says, "Oh, you." And he smiles at her, and the two of them make their way off. Do any of you take a chance to say anything to them as they're leaving?
I
No.
mean, I assume it's easy enough to find like contact information for Sir Charles Albert Winchester Smythe to return a found wallet later on.
I mean, I'm sure as a private investigator, you could track him down.
Yeah.
Shamrock, you were making your way up to the counter.
Right,
Jig has grabbed the check and he has folded it into a ledger, almost like a bookmark.
Right. Well, sorry, but couldn't find the wallet in here. It may have fallen out in the street somewhere. Maybe some pickpocket. I don't know. I'll keep an eye out, and if I find anything, I'll make sure you gets back to him. Sorry about the inconvenience.
Oh, thank you so much. I mean, it's not like you took it or anything.
With these mitts.
Exactly. So, sorry, you were looking at that transformation cog. Did you want to get that? I'm sorry, we got distracted.
Thanks, but I'll hold off for a while.
Cool.
I'll have to make sure to fund this next expedition.
Cool.
No, don't let me keep you. I'll see you guys later.
Shamrock, I assume everyone's kind of making their way out.
I'm booking it to Fritz as soon as I've left.
Okay, cool. So
Casual.
I
Maria's,
gotta get there before Sham does.
Maria's gone. Edwin, are you leaving?
Yeah, Edwin will slowly. He'll wave back to Gobold and all of them as he leaves, and slowly walk out.
Cool. Shamrock, as you're walking away,
Mm-hmm.
something prompts you to just kind of like look around, and out of the corner of your eye, your passive perception's like above a 15, right?
Oh yeah. Is it?
You notice that Gubold and Jig and Marissa are kind of like doing a group hug, and something about it feels a little bit more intimate to you than just like good friends.
All right, time to swiftly get out of here.
Yeah. Cool. So,
All right, let's get out of here before the waterworks happen. And then we cast haste and we go find Fritz.
All right, so let's go to the Moonlit Palace.
So, but dupe, chasing down the boy.
Cool. So, Fritz, you had a good, or what's this unknown lady?
What do you mean? What is this unknown lady?
What pseudonym are you going under?
Shit. Let's hop on fantasynamegenerators.com and see real names.
She looks like a Shannon to me, but
Oh my god.
up to you.
You're not wrong.
20th century. That's there we go. Okay. 1900 to 1920. Get female names. Let's go. We're gonna
Doing that one, right?
click it, but her name is I don't like it. We're doing it again. Her name Flossie Osborne. We gotta go with Flossie Osborne.
Okay, so Glossy
Glossy.
Osborne?
Flossie,
Flossie.
Flossie. I will put it in the chat. That's Flossie.
Sure. So
Sounds like a dance.
Flossie. That sounds like a porn actress name, but okay.
It does. Hold on. Let's go. Let's go one more time. Because Flossie, it's just a really silly name, and I'm glad they put it on there. That's Annie Spencer.
Okay, so Annie, you have made your way back to the usual hangout. Tell me, have you guys switched your main hangout from the Moonlit Palace to the casino, which you have yet to rename?
Oh fuck! Forgot about that.
That was still under construction, but I don't know. That's
No, the
Maria's.
casino's. You got the power of brownies, baby.
Wrong. Maria's call.
That shit's done in like 2 days.
Oh, yeah, you have to give me a minute to name it.
Greg.
Casino.
Casino name generators.
We all be
exist.
out here
They
on
exist.
name generators 24/7. No,
I
I
can't
used
believe
it. I
that's
used
real.
it for the icebox and for the calico.
I can't believe that exists. That's amazing.
Yeah.
This is the internet.
Call it the coin drop. We play Plinko here.
What's the Chicago nickname again?
Hmm?
Windy City.
Okay. Maybe it's. Tell me if this is stupid. Maybe it's the
Yes.
Windy Diamonds Casino.
The Windy Diamond. Okay.
I'm alright with that.
Definitely unique.
Tell me if it's stupid. Please tell me.
No, it works.
Okay, yeah. But I don't know. I feel like the Moonlit Palace is more intimate. I just want
We
to hang
can
at the casino.
workshop it.
I mean,
We do have the High Rollers place at the casino, which is
yeah. You guys can
a
hang
good
out
place to
wherever
do
you
stuff.
want. Where do you want to be?
I don't know, Fritz. Where are you going?
I'm going to the. I'm gonna go to the Moonlit Palace, and
Okay.
the minute that I get there, I'm immediately turning into someone else so that Shamrock doesn't give me in fucking trouble because he saw what I look like before I left.
Okay, so you turn into someone else.
Yeah, I turn
When
into.
is it gonna end?
It's
I
never
mean,
going to end. I'm going to
Shamrock
abuse this power
saw
for
through your
forever
disguise
now.
really easily last time.
Yeah, he sure did, but like maybe it won't work
He's got
this
them
time.
laser eyes.
I'm stupid. I'm gonna try it anyways.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
gonna be like a big burly man this time, the opposite of being just a gentle, soft, buxom woman.
Okay, so you arrive before Shamrock a few minutes, so you have time to do stuff. What do you do? Or
I'm
are you just
gonna
gonna
go
like?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bar. I'm gonna get a drink. I'm gonna. Wait, what time of day is it?
It's like mid-afternoon.
Are people there mid-afternoon?
I mean, there's. It's not really open as a speakeasy necessarily, but there's a few people
But
down
the
here
store
anyway.
is open. Oh,
The store is
okay.
open. There's a few people down here who are in the VIP club, in air quotes.
Day drinking.
It's 5 o'clock
I'll
somewhere.
get a- Yeah, I'll
I mean,
sit down. give
speakeasies
myself a
weren't
chair.
just a place to get smashed. It was also a place where social
Yeah,
norms were
talk
bent
schmooze.
and ignored. Black people could dance with white people. Men could meet women unescorted. You could
Yes.
discuss things that you wouldn't necessarily discuss in open society. Like communism.
Communism was just a red herring, Jeffrey.
Is that
Boo.
from
Or-
Clue?
It is Gray's fucking favorite movie.
I love that movie
Ugh.
too.
Thank you, Gray. I appreciate it.
It is actually my favorite movie.
So, Maria, you get in,
Then you watch the-
and
Yes.
there's a couple people down here. There seems to be a really hunky, burly man drinking at the counter, along with a couple other individuals. Most of them have coffee, but this guy seems to be hitting the sauce early.
Can I try to figure out if one of them is Fritz?
Do me an insight check.
All right, here we go.
Oof.
Not great.
You can't quite tell. Given
Well-
what you know about Fritz, it's probably someone at the bar, but you can't tell which one.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the back and disguise myself as the woman that Fritz disguised himself into.
Yeah, didn't you
Oh,
come in here as Fritz?
Yeah.
This is a
So-
very weird day.
So a buxom woman comes in, goes to the back, turns into a burly man, comes out. Fritz goes into the
No.
back, turns into a buxom woman, and comes out.
That looks pretty normal. It just looks like that
I
woman.
feel
went
like there's
in hell.
only one thing to continue this, and I plan to do it.
Shamrock goes into the back and turns into Fritz.
Gang's all
Okay,
here.
so Maria, you have a minute or two before you estimate Shamrock will catch up to you.
For me,
Given this is hasted Shamrock, so
Oh,
he's
yes.
booking it.
I'm a rogue.
Oh, yeah, you
Formerly,
That's
you
fair.
could probably arrive at the same time.
Yup.
Do you have disguise self form?
No.
Cost-
Damn.
I've got 3 looks, and that's
Costume
Yeah.
party.
all I know how to do.
Got
Alright, when you get
abomination,
here, I'm gonna look to
abomination, and
you.
abomination.
When you get here, I'm gonna look to you to
Fling
see
and
if
an
you can
elf.
figure out who Fritz is.
Okay, formally, if you want to figure out who Fritz is, so you walk in the door and there's a burly guy at the bar, a buxom woman at the bar who looks very familiar, a couple of the people at the bar, and there's a few people scattered around, debating or dancing or something like that. There's a band
Maybe.
playing some soft jazz in the background.
Fuck
You
yeah.
can do an insight to see if you can figure out who any of these people are.
I'm dick shit at it.
No idea. You do know
I
Fritz
look
turned into
around.
that buxom woman.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just go over to the buxom woman. And I'm like,
Okay.
Hey, Fritz.
I message you. I can't figure out who Fritz is. I think he's one of these people at the bar, but I don't know.
You are literally standing next to him.
I
Burly
message-
the burly
Yeah,
man starts to sweat.
We're just messaging right next to each other, just pointing at each other.
This is like the 1920s magic version of two kids sitting next to each other texting.
Oh,
Wait, can we use our sending
Are you not
skills?
Fritz?
No, it's me.
You don't have your
Oh.
sending stones yet. I haven't built those yet.
Okay, sorry.
You kids gotta wait for your cell phones.
Are you sure he got here? What if he went to the house?
I don't know. Should I just start sending random? No, it's a bad idea
No,
to send
no, no,
random
no, no, no,
messages.
no.
Okay.
Listen, don't drunk message your ex at 4 in the morning.
Fritz is going to take a sip of his drink and then just kind of like lean over and be like, "Hey."
Maria, a very well-built man is flirting with you.
I'm
Or at least-
Said the
I'm
word
s-
"hey."
I'm
Oh, at least
so
he's starting.
flattered. But actually, have you met my friend here formally? Have you met this guy?
I've met formerly a lot of times.
Oh,
in fact,
all right.
Oh,
Really, who's your friend?
the secret comes out.
No, no,
Fritz is
Maria.
talking in his voice.
Maria doesn't have that high of an intelligence.
Damn.
I think the situation is much funnier.
Imagine around this time, just hear thunk, thunk, thunk
Yeah,
coming
I guess-
down the stairs.
Around this time, Shamrock comes down the stairs. Shamrock, there's a couple people around the place. You do see the buxom woman from the store talking to Formerly and a well-chiseled man.
Let's do this.
Or rather, the well-chiseled man is talking to Maria and Formerly. To be
Huh,
pedantic.
only 16.
Only a 16. Let me
There's
check
a boy,
something.
man.
Rufus?
Hold on.
Oh, he is a well-chiseled man with terrifying eyes.
Oh,
He looks
okay.
like, he looks like the handsome Squidward version of the villain of the
Oh,
Incredibles.
bitch.
He reminds me of that guy, the main character from Bioshock Infinite.
I guess I'll delete this one too and find a different.
No, it's fine.
I'm so sorry. It's
good.
fine.
Fritz, your deception is okay.
I rolled a 20 something.
Yeah.
All
So
those
yeah,
fires.
Shamrock, you can't pick out.
Hmm?
You can't seem to pick out who Formerly is,
Fuck.
or not Formerly. Fuck. You can't figure out who Fritz is.
But you know, Formerly and Maria are just like sweating.
But you do know that there was that one buxom woman who was
Mhm.
Fritz. Just like 5
Maria
minutes
fully
ago.
forgot to put on the voice that Fritz was doing, like the southern voice, because she's trying so hard to set formally up with this guy. She's just
Shamrock
doing
is
her
just
own
going to
voice.
take the situation in stride, gonna go into the back, and just to keep the levity going.
Why? Why?
Because you know what? That seems to be the order of the day.
What are you turning into?
You know exactly who.
Okay, so Shamrock takes one look around the room, strides into the pack, and then out walks Fritz.
Jesus Christ.
And he's just
Oh, I
gonna
hate it here.
walk on up to the bar, just
Hey,
lean
Shamrock.
on in.
Do me
Okay, breathe.
do me a charisma check.
A charisma check. Oh
That's
You-
Fritz, all right.
You don't really.
It's the charm in the flesh.
Fritz has never looked less attractive than right now.
No,
That's where
you
my-
no.
still.
It looks like Fritz, but he walks like the Tin Man.
Yeah, I was supposed to say you look like Fritz, but you don't walk with Fritz's mannerisms.
No, Fritz is like watching his like facial expressions. Is like, is this what you think I look like? This is so rude.
My butt is not that
He
big.
just looks kind of constipated.
It looks like a smolder.
Yeah, as
So
per the
Fritz, that
spell,
looks like he has a rod up his ass, so walks up to the bar.
as per the spell, your actual
Wait,
physical
hang on.
appearance is flawless, but the way you walk and the way you hold yourself and your body language is very off.
Listen, I've only been like a person like once, and that was like for an hour maybe.
Oh my god. There's something happening in my chest. Should I cut it out?
Oh, no, it's just a heart. Wait, is that supposed to be beating like that?
So Fritz walks up to the bar.
So,
Around this time, Edwin... Edwin and Dimitri
walks
come
at a
back.
leisurely pace.
Edwin, Fritz, a buxom woman, a burly guy, and formerly are all at the bar conversing. Dimitri takes one look at the scene and just shakes his head and says, I'm out. And just walks over to talk to Cleo, who's being the bouncer tonight.
Edwin, he's gonna.
Oh no,
look
he
at
wouldn't be talking to
everybody.
Cleo. He would probably, because Cleo wouldn't be on bouncer duty. You talk to the Chinese guy who's the bouncer tonight.
Oh, good.
He's
Or
gonna look at
friendly.
that group and then just walk into the back and close the door behind him. And knock them out.
no,
How
it's
how
coming
to
out.
avoid an awkward conversation? Just don't
Edwin,
be
do
part
you
of it.
have- Do you have disguise self?
No, I don't.
Oh.
But from in there, he's gonna. The woman looks like the woman that is talking to formerly in Shamrock, correct?
So
Allegedly,
the
yes.
woman who was in the shop that
Yeah.
Shamrock caught the arm of is sitting at the bar.
Can I cast minor illusion from like around
inside?
the corner of from the window up in the high rollers club? Can I cast minor illusion?
Oh, you guys aren't at the High Rollers Club. You
We're
guys
at
aren't
we
at the casino.
We're at the speakeasy. Okay.
You're at the
Yeah.
speakeasy, yeah.
Then Edwin
sit-
is just gonna peek around the corner on the floor from
Okay.
the door, and he's gonna minor illusion, and he's gonna minor illusion a wallet floating out from under her dress and up into the air.
Oh my god.
That's Markiplier.
What the-
Okay, I'm gonna delete this one.
Great,
too,
that's
thanks.
Markiplier.
I don't know what that means.
Right, you don't consume media. To minor
Sure
illusion a wallet coming from under her skirt. So here's what happens, guys. You guys are all talking, trying to feel each other out, and all of a sudden a wallet floats out from under this woman's skirt and floats into the air.
And it's just gonna dance around in the air a little bit. And then it's gonna poof away.
Yeah.
That's all. And then Edwin's gonna close the door and go about his business.
Okay. All of you see this, I guess.
Are we gonna talk about the dancing flying wallet?
I imagine the
I
two
swear
responses
to
is
God,
something
that's
like,
Not mine.
I
Rude
imagine
of
immediate
anyone to think I
responses.
carry a wallet.
Yeah. I imagine the immediate response is like, what dancing flying wallet? I didn't see an illusion. You did you? But yeah, so you don't carry a wallet.
I have a coin purse. I don't have a wallet. I don't know who. I genuinely don't know whose that was. I'll take it, I guess. I try to grab the wallet.
Your hand passes through it.
Oh shit!
All right. So I guess that means you're not me.
I
Hey,
do love.
Donnie. Tell me, are you me?
Fritz voice.
I love his Fritz voice.
I'm just sipping my drink.
Just looks over to Jonathan. So, are you playing?
Kiss and wink.
Oh, you cosplaying too?
I do like a little bit of like gentle voguing. It's very ahead of the time, I know. I'm
So
gonna-
is the phrase cosplay.
so true.
You costuming?
I'm really good at lying. I'm really bad at performing, though. So this
You
is
know, 1 in
oh,
5 men. I'm sorry, I had to.
Wait, so what is?
So I believe there
Okay.
formerly was like doing a shimmy
yeah.
or something.
Nah, I can do better than that.
Oh, let's see it.
Do it. Do
Yeah.
it.
Do it right now.
Do
Yeah,
it.
pussy.
Yep, I
Do it,
Fritz
bitch.
do it right
Do
now.
it. You won't.
Oh, see, that was
Fritz
nowhere
is
near.
doing it.
Are you kidding?
Again, still looking like just some horrible automaton disguised as Fritz that's trying to do a Fritz dance. Just, yeah, working it. Working it.
Fritz.
I'm watching out of the corner of my eye, but I'm sipping my drink and just
This is almost offensive to the eyes.
Oh yeah, no. If I wasn't thinking about like a separate image in my head of Shamrock doing the same thing and just being like, "Oh, cute," then I would be mad.
Okay.
But I'm like, "Oh, but it's Shammy, cute."
And just somewhere in that dance is like, alright, you know what? I'm done playing with this. Detect magic. Who here's illusioned?
Literally
Me.
all of them.
Alright, well, I know the lady is fake because the wallet.
Yeah. Literally all 3 of them are under illusions.
Let's see here.
But Fritz rolled really high.
Is
Yeah,
it
but detect magic.
an
It just
illusion
detects
if I
magic.
shapeshift my
detect
body?
Does it let me read your thing right quick.
Yeah.
Because I think it says as
You
alter
cast
self.
A
Alter self is magic.
fiendishly altered version of disguised self
Without expending a
spell
yeah, so you're
slot.
still casting
As
a
if it
spell.
was a spell.
So it's still magic.
It says as if it was a spell.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily a spell.
It lasts
I
until
can
you
see
are
it.
able to concentrate on it as if it was.
I wish I could understand right now.
I'll dealer's choice. I'll leave it up to you guys to decide whether or not that counts as being shapeshifted. Being under magic.
Do you wanna know? Do you
We
wanna
all
know
know.
real bad?
We all know how it's
Do you
gonna
wanna
go.
do you know real bad? Eh,
I'm not sure what you're saying.
It's up to you
no.
guys. Do you guys want this to count as some like innate supernatural
Just flip the coin
ability?
here.
This is his decision because this might come into effect later.
Yeah.
So it's up to you guys.
I think it should be physical, not magical.
Okay.
I mean, I guess it's a racial thing, so it's kind of just, yeah.
Okay. So 2 of them are under disguised magic. The woman and formerly.
Wait, Formerly's under disguise magic?
Formerly is
Oh,
always
right. You didn't come in that
Oh,
early.
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just live here.
Which you may or may not know. Or have known
fair.
beforehand.
I don't think he's talked to you about it actually, but it's fine, I guess.
Things are happening behind the screen. Don't worry about it.
I mean, for all Shamrock knows, this formerly is an illusion put on by Fritz.
Well, Donnie, why don't we go into the back room and have a talk?
All right, Sham. Don't fall in love with me when you do. He looks just like a little. He's not doing well. It's fine.
Yeah, kind of surprised by your performance there. And poof, Fritz is now Shamrock.
Yeah, I mean, I figured. You're not. You weren't. I don't know what to tell you. It is just genuinely me.
Yeah. I also have no idea how to use hip motions.
Yeah, no, the way you moved your hips, it's humans have like ball and hip, like ball socket joints. You're not moving like that. You're moving
Okay.
like you can't rotate your legs.
So the two of you go
Right.
into the back, discussing like how to swing your hips.
Edwin is
Totally
there, just
thinking
like,
that Donnie is actually Fritz.
Edwin's just there, like, why is this happening right now?
Let's try to do math.
Maria and
Just
Fritz,
swing at their hips.
you are clear. You are in the clear at the moment.
I look over to this man and I'm like, so how do you know formally?
I know formally because I'm Fritz and I have the wallet. Do you want to go
Oh,
upstairs and
shit.
open it?
Yes. Let's go right now. I grab his hand and I yank him as hard as I can upstairs.
A couple of the patrons give you like wolf whistles as you drag, as a very buxom woman drags a very handsome man up the stairs.
Hell yeah.
So
What y'all doing? Screwing?
all right.
Shit.
So please never again. So the two of you get upstairs into some back room, and you open up the wallet, and there are there are no gold coins in here. There are no coins in here at all. However, there is a checkbook filled with several dozen checks, all in the name of Charles Smythe.
I'm not saying that we should launder money, but I think that maybe if we give like one of these to the cream, we could maybe launder money.
Are these pre-signed?
They are not
No.
pre-signed
Damn.
checks.
You have a forger in house.
I do know
Yeah.
a forger.
Also, I don't think you can launder money through someone else's checks. I think that would
I
just
mean,
be
you
stealing.
could steal money, but
That wouldn't be laundering.
launder implies you take dirty money and make it clean.
Yeah.
We're
Usually
just
by
getting
like
dirty money.
running it through a business.
Yeah, we would need to then launder that money because that would be dirty money.
Well, we can indirten some money.
Is that a word?
I like
Sure,
it.
why not?
Love that we
Using that.
don't need to do this.
No,
No. What else is in the wallet? Has he got IDs?
no.
You got any like pictures of loved ones?
No, this was like just coins and checkbook. That was
Well,
it.
was coins.
It's not like a wallet. It's like a coin purse. It's like a small drawstring pouch that had his checkbook and formerly contained money until Dimitri stole it.
Damn, that
Oh.
sneaky little bitch.
This is boring.
You know, yeah, no, this almost wasn't worth it if not for the fact that I think that having a little bit of fun, juke, and sham was a little bit worth it.
Did you see him try to dance as you? It's a good thing
You
not a
know-
lot of people were in there. It would hurt your business.
I would very much hope that they could tell the difference between the real article and the fake one because, woof. If it weren't for the fact that it was sham and thus it was just endearing, I probably should have been highly offended. I will say, we do probably both of us gotta work on our accents, though. This is a little bit, you know, a little bit of a dead giveaway.
Yeah, I thought maybe you would like. I thought maybe I was gonna set formally up, and then I fully like forgot about the accent. But then Shamrock was there. It was a whole thing.
In the middle of all of the shenanigans, you was gonna try and set formally up with this gestures at body.
Yes, obviously, you made yourself into a very handsome man.
Are you implying that I'm not very handsome all the time, Maria?
You're very handsome all the time, but you made yourself into how do I put this? A top?
I am extremely offended that you would not also assume that I'm a top when I normally look the way I normally look.
Hey, that's on me for assuming.
Don't you do
It's-
vamp acts?
I do, but I also do Dom act.
Isn't... I'm sorry, hold on, timeout.
Get you someone who can do both.
What's the difference between those two? Between a
Okay.
top and a dom?
Tops and Doms are so top. You just are the person that does the you know, and then Doms. It's specifically like you are the dominant person.
You're
You
the
can
instigation.
top and still be a sub. That's a thing that you can do.
Service
but
top.
like, you don't need to talk about these things. So yeah.
Right, sorry. We'll take that offline.
Yeah. I
Hey,
can
Twitch, how's it going?
explain.
Yeah,
Hey,
so sorry, we'll
Twitch.
take this offline. So, yeah, so how dare you assume my gender and sexual position? Got it.
How dare you look at my tiny twink body and assume that I'm not capable of breaking a man?
You know what? That was on me.
With the power of
It's just
Warlock,
proof that you
anything is possible.
It just is proof that you need to come to more of my shows.
I do need to come to more of your shows.
And be dumbed, apparently.
Well, the boots also works there. It's just a little bit of a perk.
You
Okay.
know, I never did get the full scoop of everything that happened, but ooh, goddamn.
So, let's just say a little bit of time has passed. It's getting closer to evening.
Meanwhile, Shamrock realizes that Donnie is actually an illusion and not Fritz, and has many questions.
That's up to you.
I mean, we found out Edwin wasn't his real name. Are we gonna have a big fuss over that too?
Did we?
Did you?
Did we?
I don't remember that actually becoming revealed yet.
I might be wrong. I feel like it was, but I could very well be wrong.
Edwin
I
told
apologize.
told Fritz to look into if he found an opportunity to look into the name Bon or his thingy that he would, but he never told anybody that his
Okay, my
name wasn't.
apologies. I
Matt.
rescind that.
Wait, Bon.
Fritz is the only one that heard that. Yeah, B-A-N.
Auto
Did you
bond.
really Oh boy. Anyways,
Yeah, so, you all have congregated back into the room in preparation for a night's stuff. Edwin's in the corner with the band doing his thing.
I'm giving
Uh,
Shamrock puppy eyes so he won't be mad at me.
Shamrock isn't mad. He's just as disappointed,
No, don't. That's worse.
especially with Fritz.
Whispers? Oh, yeah,
I can't
okay.
believe
It's
I
not
can just never
Whispers.
go home ever again.
It's...
No.
Celine. Okay, cool.
I'm sorry,
So-
I zoned out. I have no idea what just happened.
We're all
Time passed.
reconvening, kind of, maybe.
Yeah, time passed and we're all.
Yeah. Time passed. We're relaxing at the speakeasy. Maria's trying to give Shamrock puppy dog eyes. Shamrock isn't mad. He's just disappointed.
I see. Thank you.
What if I make my bottom lip tremble a little bit? Are you still disappointed?
Yes.
Shamrock,
Damn
roll
it.
wisdom save versus puppy dog eyes.
What is puppy dog eyes? What check is that?
I think a 21's gonna pass it no matter what.
It's pretty good.
But I'll tell you what, you can roll a charisma check at advantage if you'd like.
Okay.
I
God.
don't think that's gonna do it.
Why aren't I rolling good today?
I don't know.
The dice giveth.
Please take
Ooh.
it away.
Ooh.
Ooh. So,
Some sort of handsome man.
So,
so
Fritz, if that's your real name, care to?
Who are you talking to?
I think you know exactly who I'm talking to, Fritz.
Are you still the handsome man, or are you a different handsome man who is also Fritz?
And now I'm just nothing but handsome men for the rest of eternity. And never go back to my real form, and Tim can never be mad at me.
Uh,
is that how that works?
the detective now just hunts down one person just to be mad at them. It's a classic Sherlock Moriarty.
Can I ask a question to the DM?
Sure.
Edwin, being the knowledgeable person about both history and magic that he is, would he know about the existence and prevalence of scrying magic?
I mean, you got your magical license, didn't you?
He did.
Then you would know about scrying magic.
Does he know how easy it is to find people who can do scrying magic? Is my question.
I mean, I bet you could probably look them up in the phone book. No guarantees
Okay.
they'll actually be able to do it.
So,
But, I
this
mean, you
guy
could find
that you just stole
soothsayers
the
and
wallet
shit
from
and-
could just scry the wallet and find out where it is, right?
Probably, yeah.
Then why the fuck do we still have the wallet?
I mean, divination to find a specific object is not something that's easy to do, but this is Chicago, the city of
Not easy, but
hundreds
people
of
can do it.
thousands. I'm sure there's at least one person in the city who could conceivably do it.
All right, Edwin. He's not gonna say anything. He's just gonna keep playing his flute, but
Cool.
he
Uh,
might bring it
so-
up later if he happens to see the wallet around.
Cool.
If
So,
you want, to be rest assured that I'm paranoid and already thought of it. The reason why I even took it this far is so that we wouldn't be within the range of find object. And I was planning on taking the contents and then putting the wallet back. But then we had a fun game of chase, and I got distracted.
I thought that was what was going to happen too. And then the game of chase happened. So,
Yeah, now
And
we're
then
gonna
we were just having fun.
have one of the richest people in Chicago after us.
Yeah,
Well, after a
that-
handsome man.
Yeah, Sherlock's trying to fix
He's gonna
this.
see our bar. He's gonna see our bar.
You know, or maybe you can just give it a shamrock and we can just wrap this up.
But then he's gonna see shame with it.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
you know,
he'll
who's
see
also
Sham
there and
returning
is a
it.
known detective. A known
Oh, yeah.
detective.
That's true. You can take it if you
I'm
want.
in the yellow pages, damn it. Or at least I was.
Do
Take
we
it
want to
if you
do any
want.
crime with the checks, or do we want to
I feel like we should take at
good
least
little
one.
children?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we get at least one?
Can we do a little crime?
A little
Just a
crime,
Please?
Shamrock,
Please,
or turn the
Father,
wallet,
just a drop of crime. Please.
Oh,
please.
please,
would-
sir. I want
you let
some
us have
more
a
crime.
If you let us take a check, I'll do the little lad dance.
Alright, Fritz, sit. Maria, sit. Donnie, what's your take?
I think we should be able to take one check as a treat.
Cleo, can you make me a scotch?
Cleo is actually not at the bar tonight.
Shit.
Because if Cleo was at the bar, the very first thing she'd do is beat the shit out of Dimitri for losing. So therefore, to avoid that happening when he's not here, Cleo is not at the bar tonight.
That's fair.
So
Shit.
you've got another bartender that you guys hired who will in fact make you a scotch. Not that you can taste it
No,
or
I'm good
consume it in
enough.
any manner.
Taste it, splash in his face. Just do it.
I've got a drinking problem, Splash.
Yes, for his airplane, I have a drinking problem.
All right.
Just
So,
take your check and be done with it.
around the time you guys are discussing checks and forgery and such, a particular individual walks into the bar.
Ruh-roh. Who's that?
Oh, the music. So assuring.
What's happening?
God, I gotta turn up the music. I can't hear it.
Oh, here. Let me turn
Oh,
it up a
boy.
little bit.
Oh,
Does he? Where is he walking into? The shop or the bar?
The bar.
Oh.
I don't like that.
any chance anyone knows who this man is?
Everyone knows who this man is.
Oh, great.
And all the papers.
Also, at his side, is, or rather walking in with him. Let me show two players.
Fuck is that?
Oh,
Some
interesting.
Missy.
What's her deal?
So
boy.
everyone knows who Chief Inspector Albert Ford is, who, by the way, is a real prohibitions agent. I did spend time finding one. And then this is Missy. Missy is tall, very thin, almost willowy, and she has pointed ears, very angular features, and her eyes tend to dart around the room as she enters, taking in everything all at once. She walks with a calm assurance of someone who knows, or at least thinks, she's the most important person in the room. And she walks in with the chief inspector and says, "Lovely talking to you. I will talk to you later, Chief Inspector." And he lifts her hand and kisses her knuckles, and she walks off into the corner and sits down to enjoy the show. Chief Inspector Albert Ford walks in, and everyone in the room goes quiet. The band stops. Everyone stops what they're doing. There's one guy who, like, in the corner who was like stood up and he was grabbing a guy's shirt, but then quickly lets go of his shirt and sits back down. And he says, "Well, well, well. What a cozy establishment you have here. Where's the proprietress?"
Hi, pleased to meet you.
I'm sure you are. He does not kiss your knuckles. And
I
you
take note of
are
that.
Miss Maria Romano,
Yes,
correct?
that's me.
Or no, would you have had Romano on your... What name did you put on the deed?
Legally everything is under Romano. Bianchi's just a little
Okay.
side thing.
Formerly of the Bianchi family, correct? Or
The-
no, you're still with the Bianchi family, as he pulls out a notebook and flips through it. I see. Well, all children have to move out of the house eventually, right?
I mean, my grandmother's maiden name is Bianchi. It's a very common Italian last name.
I'm
but
sure.
I've always been Maria Romano.
I'm sure you have. And I see that this fine establishment sells intoxicating beverages. Is this correct?
You think we sell this? No, no, no. Oh, Inspector, if you look at the menu up here, we sell peanuts, little jars of peanuts, and sometimes we sell pretzels or like little breadsticks, right? But people do sometimes get thirsty because of that. The alcohol we give is entirely free,
I'm
and all of this
sure.
I have received as a gift myself.
I'm sure. As he walks over, takes the drink from Shamrock's hand and sniffs it. Strong scotch. Vintage 20 years ago, if I had to guess by the smell, as he puts it back on the counter with a click that reverberates through the room. He turns a look on you, Jess, that nearly freezes your blood. Like the look when you get the same hindbrain kick as when your father shouted your name when you'd done something wrong. It sends a shiver down your spine. And he says, Miss Romano, I am, as you all know, Chief Inspector Albert Ford. As he holds out his ID. Inspector with the Bureau of Internal Revenue's Prohibition Agency. Well, your little loophole in the law may suffice for the other inspectors and the local police. As he looks around, and a couple of the patrons who you guys know are like regulars and also on the police force kind of like quickly like duck their heads so he doesn't see their faces. While they are satisfied by this facade, this technicality, the Volstead Act is going to become law in 2 months. And in that time, all sale, consumption, or otherwise of alcohol is prohibited. It would be a terrible shame if such a fine upstanding business as your clothier shop ended up being, shall we say, closed down permanently. Do we understand each other, Miss Romano?
Chief Inspector Ford, I think you'll find that if that law should pass, I will happily comply. You won't find a
When?
drop of alcohol in here.
When, Miss Romano?
Oh, what did I say?
When, not if.
Oh, I said if? Silly me.
Excellent. I'm glad that we understand each other. It'd be a shame to have another incident like what happened at the Windswept Granary. As he takes his hat from where he'd placed it down on the counter, gives a nod to Missy, and then looks around, everyone meeting them in the eye, and walks out.
Everyone, next round of peanuts is on the house.
There's kind of like a kind of like unsteady yay from everyone. as the band's
I look
like,
at Edwin and I'm like, start playing again.
Edwin's already been playing. He started playing as soon as the guy put on his hat or whatever and started walking
Okay.
out.
the band kind of like
Give it to
slowly
Missy.
picks up
Sorry.
and
Missy's
continues
still
with him.
here. Is that correct?
Missy's still here. She's sitting in the corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Wow.
over there.
While Edwin's playing, he's gonna sneakily cast Detect Magic.
Okay. I mean, you're Bard. You could do that without making a check. Yeah, sure. You detect magic. Missy shows up as having magical items on her person.
Does she have magical effects on her?
She does appear to have some illusion upon her. It seems minor. I'll say that you've in this society. It's been 10 years. It's the volume switch. In this society, it's been 10 years. There's a lot of cosmetic magic, like, you know, break this twig and you'll be covered in, you know, your makeup will be done for the day, stuff like that.
Okay.
It feels similar.
Okay. So it doesn't feel like, oh, they've changed into a completely fucking different person, or they're
No, it
actually a
feels like
big-ass
they've done
demon.
some cosmetic magic.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
You can't, without doing a bit more inspection, you can't quite tell what the cosmetic magic is, but there is some cosmetic magic upon her.
Okay.
In addition to the magic items, of course. So,
Oh,
formerly, you go over to Missy.
Oh yeah, no, never actually. Can I just go up to the bouncer? I pay
Uh,
people for this. Actually, my bad. I thought I was poor for a second. Can I go up to our bouncer?
Yeah. Lee is standing there talking to Dimitri.
Hey, Lee, was it?
Yes. He's got like a broken English with a heavy Chinese accent.
Yeah. That patron over there, Missy, she is no longer welcome in here. If you wouldn't mind letting escorting her
Lee
out.
stands up and Dimitri like he was like sitting in a chair, like being as far out of the way of the inspector as he possibly could while still being technically at the door. He stands up and Dimitri like clutches his head and says, "Oof. Oh, wow, that was bad." And turns to Lee and says, "Don't."
Great. Go back
I
over
just-
the rest of them.
Yeah, I just had a really bad vision that would go horribly wrong.
Whatever. Go over the rest of the group again.
I mean, I would have given Dimitri a check for that, so I figure I'll just let him pass it. Missy, it's kind of like just enjoying herself. And she walks up to the bar and holds out her hand. It says, "Hello, I don't believe we've been introduced." Sorry, she's got like a southern accent, maybe like a Georgia. Hello, I don't believe we've been introduced. She holds out her hand to shake for Maria.
I don't believe so. I'm Maria Romano. What's your name?
Oh, well, that's a funny story. It's actually part of why I'm here. You can call me Missy. That's what all my friends call me. You know, the few that I have.
Yeah, you look like you don't have many friends.
She gives you a look. Like a side
I also
eye.
give formerly a look.
He's looking away.
Formerly, just
You feel daggers in the back of your head.
Yes, DM, I see you typing.
okay. So formerly, she gives you a look, and it's a gimlet glare, which kind of wrong-foots you for a moment. Like staring down the barrel of a loaded cannon.
Yeah, I'm averting my gaze.
I am the voice for the Blue Dragon of Chicago. You may call me Lady Voice if you like, but like I said, Missy to my friends, and I do so hope we can be friends at this time.
We could be friends, but I don't know if I could be friends with someone who's so close to such a square. How do you know Chief Inspector Ford?
Oh, I know all the movers and shakers in the city. It's my job as the ambassador from the Dragon's cult to... Sorry. It came out like cult. I meant to say court, but southern accents.
I know what you mean.
The Dragon's court to the outside world. I am his eyes, ears, and mouthpiece in the city, as it were. I believe that when I said movers and shakers, I meant it about you as well. It is nice to see a woman doing well in a man's job. She gives you like a genuine firm handshake, yeah. You could tell from like through her handshake that she is genuinely impressed with how well you've done. And she gives you a little bit tighter of a squeeze than you like. Handshakes are one of those things where like when you're meeting someone for business, you kind of like shake and you squeeze how hard you think the other person's gonna squeeze, and it's kind of a guessing game. You didn't quite squeeze hard enough. She squeezes hard. Not like trying to crush your hand or anything. It's like her natural strength is high. And she lets go of your hand and titters and says, "Please, do sell me some peanuts. I am very thirsty, as it were. Bartender, do you have any of that dwarven fire ale I've heard so much about?" He kind of like looks at you.
Who's you?
Jess.
Oh.
Maria.
Get my friends here the finest peanuts we have.
Yeah, right away, miss. As he goes into the back and brings back a very... It's like heavily sealed with copper wire. A glass jar. Or glass, not jar, bottle. Like a Crown Royal bottle, kind of. It'll give you the idea of the shape. And he opens it up and pours it into a pewter mug. It does seem to be smoking. And she downs it in one gulp and says, "Excellent. It's been so long since I could get some actual fire water around here. No one knows how to brew it properly." Now, as I was saying, I am the representative of the Blue Dragon of Chicago. You could think of anything I say as coming directly from his lips. Do you understand me?
Yes, of course. What brings
Excellent.
you all the way from the Blue Dragon's court to my little establishment?
Well,
I'm flattered, really.
there was an incident at an establishment that you are the owner of with a, let's see, as she pulls out, she has like a stylish purse at her side. She pulls out a notepad and seems to read through it. Yes, at the, I believe it's called the Windy Diamond Casino. It was between, several of your members of your family, as she says it with like half air quotes, and Mr. She turns the page and says something in Draconic. And I believe that he ended up getting quite injured in your establishment. I'm here to... She closes the notebook and puts it back in her purse. I am here in my capacity as ambassador to try to smooth over any wrinkles that may be occurring and try to iron out any difficulties, as there were. Can you tell me exactly what happened on that night?
Oh, that. You know what it was? There was a lot of chaos. We were sort of playing it fast and loose with how we were taking the casino. And perhaps some of us were starting to fight a little bit. Perhaps someone even challenged your friend to a fight. However, we weren't really the ones doing the injuries. There was a sort of dragon hunter, dragon slayer there that I believe did it. And actually, from what I understand, one of my friends here tried to heal your friend. So that's...
Edwin will look over at her and try to be suave and give a wink, but it just kind of looks awkward, like he's got something in his eye.
Got it. And you say you were not the owners of this establishment at the time. Is that correct?
No, not at the time.
And who was the owner of the establishment at the time? We will want to discuss their security arrangements, as it were.
He's taken a bit of leave of absence from this mortal world.
I see. And
Tragic.
which family owned him?
Tragic accident. Oh gosh, what was it?
Falcone.
The Falcones.
I see.
Thank you, Sham.
You could tell her lip curls in a bit of distaste at the name. I see. And you said that there was a dragon hunter. How did you know?
He truly announced himself to the entire casino as soon as he saw your friend transform into a dragon, and was truly locked on him for the entire fight.
Oh, Mr. Skaslash is not my friend, but he is a, shall we say, the mortal world would call him a law enforcement officer for the dragons. And anytime he is hurt in one of the dragons' territories, that is a concern. Any of the Fang, of course. Not just him. But you understand that he's in the Blue Dragon of Chicago's territory, it becomes his problem, and the Blue Dragon does not like problems. They tend to get solved quickly and with finality. So,
Would be more than happy to help you track down this dragon hunter if that's what you're looking for.
Oh, no, I appreciate the offer, doll, but we will find it ourselves. We prefer to keep these kind of matters internal. I'm sure you, in the family, understand. However, I just need to ask you a few more questions to finish my interview. And then we can, let's say, conclude the business and move on to pleasure. I hear that the peanuts here are to die for. She takes another drink of her fire whiskey, or dwarven firewater, I'm sorry, firewater, and she downs it. The pewter mug, after she enters, is smoking. Like, the inside of the mug is smoking. She downs it with no effort and says, "Now, I believe that you have previously given notice to the local police about such dragon-related objects, dragon bane bullets, I believe," as she flips through her notebook.
Have I? I don't remember doing that.
She's saying you as like your family, but she's talking to you because you're the head of the family.
Okay. Did one of
As
us
I
do
recall, it
that?
was
Let me check
Edwin
my
who did
notes.
that.
Oh, okay.
I did that?
Or maybe it was Francis?
I think Francis
Yeah,
talked to the police
Francis
about
phoned it in, like I think he phoned it in like before we went to Colorado.
Yeah, I
Something
think
like
he told the police about the dragon bane bullets.
Yeah.
Valid. I'm gonna warn you guys right now. Greg got 2 hours of sleep last night. They
no.
might have just fallen asleep.
Oh, poor baby.
Oh.
There's
Gray.
a realistic chance. They did just message me 5 minutes ago, or actually 11 minutes ago. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna put on a timer for 2 minutes and take the world's strongest power nap. So I think they might be out.
I think that alarm did not work.
Yeah. Nope.
It was
We
a good
shall-
try.
We
It
shall
was a
go
really
on.
valiant
It is
effort.
then.
Ray, if you're ever watching the recording and hear this, I love you so much.
Get some sleep.
So sleep,
So-
bestie. I'm sorry you only had 2 hours last night. You should have told
Yeah.
me before we played Monster Hunts together.
That was
Oh.
bad. That said, you told, I believe a tip came to the police about some dragon bane, as they call it. She gives like a polite chuckle. Bullets from your family?
Not to my knowledge. No.
It was a bit before your time. It did come across our radar. Old friend of mine.
No, that's not on me.
I
Admittedly.
see. And did you not consider telling the Blue Dragon himself?
Beg your pardon, but I don't think we can just walk up to the Blue Dragon and tell him, "Hey,
Of
this is
course
happening."
not. Nobody talks to the Blue Dragon
Precisely.
without an appointment. However, there are other people than just the Blue Dragon who handle his matters, as you can very well see.
Indeed. Well, apologies, I'm not exactly versed in dragon politics. I tend to
Of
stay away
course
from
not.
politics altogether.
We like to keep it that way. Less chance of
I'd imagine.
unexpected factors. However, if you do come across any more info about this dragon hunter or any of these dragon slaying weapons, please do not hesitate to stop by and ask for me in person.
Right.
I'll make sure that they let you in.
Right. And just so we're on the same page here, where am I being led into if I were to come to this knowledge?
Why, the Blue Dragon's domain. His territory, as your government says, or at least
Right.
the bits that they will acknowledge that he owns.
Well, I'll keep my ear to the ground.
Of course. Miss, was it Maria? I was listening in. I hope you don't mind. Would you mind if I had a word with you in private?
It's not a problem at all. Why don't we step in the back here?
I feel like I could use a bit of fresh air. How about you?
All right. Outside then.
Excellent. And so the two of you walk outside, and she lights up a cigarette and takes a deep puff on it. You notice she doesn't seem to light it up with a lighter at all. It's just like she pulls out a cigarette and she starts puffing on it. And then it comes to your attention that the inside of her mouth is glowing.
Well, I assume she's with the Dragon Court.
And she blows out a puff of smoke and says, "Oh, how terribly foolish of me. Inexcusable almost. Would you like one as well? Imported all the way from the very finest orchards in Africa." She holds out a box of cigarettes to you.
How kind of you. Got a light.
Ha, sure. As she holds out two fingers, and a little arc of electricity goes between them.
Maria tries to hold in a giggle, but like a little giggle comes out, but she lights the cigarette.
It's quite good. It's almost as good as those Cuban cigars your father's so proud of. Not that you would ever take one of those, of course.
I wouldn't take one, but if Francesco offered one, perhaps I would accept.
Yeah, of course. If one just happened to disappear from his desk.
Perhaps I would distract my father while he was taking them.
Yeah, of course. It was important, probably. Anyway, the cigarette's very good. She kind of does that like hold it off to the side thing and says, "So, let's be frank, one working woman to another. You are looking to establish yourself as a new up-and-coming power in the city. Is that not so?"
I'm hoping eventually to be the only power in the city. But yeah, let's start there.
Good, good. The Blue Dragon does appreciate ambition in his subjects. Now, you have to understand, that's not an insult. As far as the dragons are concerned, the entire state is his territory. No matter what the American government says. Now, let's talk brass tacks. We understand that you are a bit more open-minded, judging by the eclectic variety of people in your employ. And we believe that such inclusion should be encouraged. Is there not a saying about alloys making it stronger than the two individual ingredients?
I'm sure there is, but that's above my pay grade.
Shamrock feels a twinge in the back of his head.
Now,
like someone's talking about him.
We, that is to say, the Blue Dragon, and those of a similar mind, wish to see such thoughts patterns flourish. After all, it is only a matter of time before the strictly non-human races start to show up in larger numbers, and the current climate is, shall we say, disadvantageous to those that are not of a specific phenotype.
Couldn't agree more. So, what's your offer?
Ah, well, you have to understand that the Blue Dragon of Chicago, of course, cannot be seen to dip his claws too deeply into any one thing. politics, you understand. However, if there was ever a time when, say, a favor needed to be done from one side to the other, or a small task happened to come up, would you be amenable to such an arrangement?
I never say never.
Good. I do so like a smart human. Now,
I'm not a human, but I will look past that.
oh, that's right, you aren't. Elf?
Yes.
Yes, she says elf, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I do so enjoy a smart elf. It's much better than those politicians up in the capital who pretend that they're clever. You can almost see the invisible hand held out for a bribe as soon as you walk in the door. That said, I apologize. I am going to have to cut our meeting short. I have a dragon hunter and a vampire hunter to go interview, as well as a delegation from the vampire lords I have kept waiting for far too long. Please
Well,
do
have
give
an excellent night.
please do give back my regards to all of your family. Or is it familia, as they say in Italian?
I appreciate the effort on the accent there, but you can just say family.
I see. She in pretty good, like, it's still got a southern accent, but pretty good Italian. She says that she wishes your family long life and prosperity.
I respond in Italian that I wish the same for her and the blue dragon.
She gives you a nod of respect, turns and takes 2 steps, and as she, on her second step, horns and scales sprout, starting from the top of her head and grow down her body. Large webbed draconic wings sprout from her back through slits in the back of her dress, which you didn't notice until now, and she takes a small crouch, and with one leap and a clap of wings, she is off into the night, and within 3 beats, she is indistinguishable from the dark night sky.
Maria just says to herself, "What a woman." And I walk back into the speakeasy with a lit cigarette.
Yeah, it's true. This is the 20s. You can smoke inside if you want to.
Yep. It'll be a bitch to get the nicotine out of the walls, but I don't know about that, so...
That's what brownies are for. Alright, so Jess walks back in. Or Maria walks back in. And everyone's muted.
How
Edwin's
rude.
just
What am I,
bland.
chopped liver?
Yeah, Edwin's still playing. He can't ask questions yet.
I mean, there's a whole band.
Oh, did we like hire a band?
Yeah, there's like a small band here, like 3 or 4 people.
Edwin is just the best out of all of them.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. All right, Edwin will like signal to somebody else to take over the lead, and he'll go over to talk to Maria.
Yeah, you
Oh,
guys
thank you,
hired a
Edwin.
staff for this place.
Yeah. He'll go over to Maria and say, "What was that about? Is she going to attack us, or is she going to help us?"
No, she's not going to attack us. We may or may not at some point be involved with the Blue Dragon's court. For now, try to relax. Have a good night. She extends her regards to the whole family.
Does Edwin know? Do the dragons and the Fae get along? Do they like? Because we got that whole Fae winter court thing going on too. Is that
Hmm.
a problem?
So I don't think there's any way Edwin could really know this, but I'll tell you what. Roll me a dice. On a 20, I'll let you know.
Come on, spike it. Do it.
Nope.
Oh,
You don't know how this is gonna work.
All right, I don't know.
Sorry, I'm still just shaking off a bit of that southern accent.
All right, Edwin's like, well, as long as she's not gonna have the dragons kill us, I suppose it's fine. And he'll go back to playing music.
remember it was simple. It was just mafia folks doing mafia things.
Yeah, like I thought maybe she was just somebody who had ratted us out to the police. I didn't expect it to be the god. Like it's everybody's big now. I'm tired. Everyone's big now. Our bouncer's a god.
Take it easy, Formally. You have a drag in my cigarette. It's really good.
Does formerly smoke?
anx- No, I'm anxious to even drink right now. Like, what if that's gonna get us fucked over? I'm bad. This one's a wash.
Is this a bad time to mention the bunch of drugs Dimitri left in the back?
It's a great time to mention the bunch of drugs Dimitri left in the back. What kind of drugs are in the back?
Pick your poison. He's been kind of mixing shit up to see what happens. Trying to get prophetic visions and shit. You get all sorts of hallucinogens back there.
Oh, I'm gonna go do acid at the back then. Never mind.
Okay.
Didn't we? Aren't the Fae helping us? Aren't they supposed to keep people like that inspector from just walking into the place? What happened?
In the
Relax, I'll
casino.
talk to my patron about it.
All right.
Yeah. Do you want to talk to him now?
How much time do we have left?
13 minutes.
Okay, does anyone else want to do a scene? Because I feel like I've been doing a lot of stuff, and I want to make sure other people get their role play in.
I mean, if Fritz, if that is your actual persona, is done with the wallet, Shamrock is ready to take it now.
If that is your real name.
Let me just say, I picked a really good time to be disguised.
Really?
Is
do
Fritz
it.
still in disguise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you still the man?
Yeah.
Fritz is just never coming back. Fritz is gone.
Yeah, no, I will conveniently leave the
All right.
wallet on the bar.
I'll make. Shall I make Fritz number 4 character sheet?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, Lord. Well,
So,
Shamrock will take the wallet.
okay. Oh, plus or minus a checkbook.
Well, plus or minus a check, hopefully.
I'll say
I just want to know for sure.
I'll say minus 2 checks.
Minus 2 checks. Okay. How
Yes.
bold.
I'll
I'm gonna say
suppose I
that
just-
between Fritz and formerly and Maria, you guys can make it look like checks weren't ripped out of the book.
Hell yeah.
Well, I suppose I found this in an alley somewhere.
Okay, sure.
So if you don't mind, I'm going to go make a call
Sure.
and then bed.
All right. So Shamrock walks off the scene, stage right.
Of note, Shamrock, as he's leaving, just one line is just sticking in his head. The dragons are not interested in politics.
No, the dragons aren't interested in politicians.
Really same difference.
Okay, so Mischief Crew, what are you doing?
Ooh, I'm fumbling with the wallet. Ooh, I'm doing things with it. I'm ripping those checks. I'm kidding. I mean, Maria, how are you feeling? That was intense from a background perspective, and he wasn't even talking to me.
I don't want that man ever to come in here again.
Yeah, he's fucking scary.
He's fucking presumptuous, is what he is. He comes in
Okay.
here and he thinks he runs the place. I won't be made a fool of in my own speakeasy.
Fair.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think he has the power to make our lives much more difficult than they need to be.
By the way, did anyone clock the name
Which one?
What,
that
Alfred,
he dropped?
Alfred Ford?
He mentioned an establishment before he left. Did anyone clock that name?
No.
Dude.
I was distracted.
It was a granary. It was some.
Oh yeah, it was a granary.
It was something granary. I can't fucking remember it. I remember hearing it and being like, "What was
Granary.
that about?" And the what?
The Windswept Granary.
Thank you.
Cool. So, you guys could make an intelligence check about the
great.
Windswept Granary.
Yeah.
Could Edwin do a history check since he's a history boy?
It's not really a history, it's a recent events. It's a current events. Do you remember what happened?
What does a 3 get me? Do I know everything or what?
It's a building that's in the city.
Cool.
I'll give you that much. Shamrock, who is not in the room, and so formerly, you remember the Windswept Granary was that bar, the saloon, quote unquote, where everyone turned blue who had drank alcohol there.
Oh. Oh, maybe we shouldn't be drinking.
What do you mean we shouldn't be drinking?
I mean, the establishment that he mentioned before he left was sort of the one that was famous recently. I mean, not super famous, but like Shamrock, you remember, right?
Shamrock's not in the room.
Oh shit, my bad.
You turn over to a bench that was where Shamrock was. Just
Yeah, he
dotted
looks around.
lines where he was.
Huh. Slippery fucker. Well, it's the bar. I think it's in Old Town. I'm not entirely sure, but it's the one where people turned blue after they consumed the alcohol there, and he was just here. He could have cast something.
Did they turn blue like permanently?
I don't know. I didn't read the article that thoroughly. I can look at it when I get home. I think I've got the newspaper still. I'm pretty shit at throwing those out.
I'll allow everyone another intelligence check with advantage now that you're trying to remember. You got jogged
Edwin
again.
Still have detect magic up? It lasts 10 minutes.
I mean, I think you were doing stuff that would have broken the concentration, but tell you what.
I mean, I can just cast it again.
Do me a high-low.
High. How do I roll that?
No, I just call high or low.
Yeah, high.
Okay, yes or no?
Yes?
You lost concentration on it at some point during it,
Then
so
I'll cast detect magic again, and I'll look for any weird magic that dude might have cast while he was here that's lingering or something.
So the way that magic works is yeah, you would see a little bit of a glow, not necessarily about from him. You can't tell that. It's not like it has a magical fingerprint. But you do see some magic glow in all of the mugs and glasses.
Can I cast?
Especially strong in the fire water.
Can I cast dispel magic on it?
On every single mug?
So he poisoned everyone's drinks in the room, is what you're saying?
No, I never said such a thing.
You
I
there's
said
magic
you
in every
detected
mug of
magic
all
in
of the
every
alcohol.
in every alcoholic beverage. Yes.
Is there magic in all of our stores of alcohol? All the magic, all the stuff we've got?
You go into the back and you do some detection. It takes you a little bit, and it looks like everything that was inside the room has magic in it, but the stuff in the back does not.
Okay. All of the bottles up front that haven't been poured to people yet. No. I'm going to take one of the bottles and I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on it and see what happens.
Okay, I'm going to need an Arcana check from you, as you are directly opposing what has caused this effect.
It's a 30.
Yup.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, you feel like you feel a lot of resistance. Like you are pushing against something, or maybe like a tug of war against several other people. But while Edwin may be not the strongest person in the group, he is definitely the strongest in magical might. And he yanks hard on his end of this tug of war rope, and the whole thing comes collapsing down.
Okay.
And this, whatever has been done to this bottle of alcohol, dissipates.
Okay. Does it come back?
Does not seem to come back.
All right. I'm going to pick the four more most expensive bottles we've got, and I'm going to do the same thing.
Okay.
And I'm going to say to everybody, it seems like he's cast some sort of magic on the alcohol.
Yeah, we don't want to lose customers. We should tell them to stop drinking.
Shit. Yeah. Alright, I'm for sure going to talk to my patron about this.
After you just told everyone a round of drinks were on you.
Oh, fuck me.
So
I'm
Edwin,
gonna kill this man.
you got a
don't care
nat
that he's a
20.
real person.
So I'm going to go ahead and just let you do it without doing a check.
Hell yeah. Okay. So that's
Uh,
all of my uses of Dispel Magic for today.
Cool. So you biff the 5 most expensive bottles, let's say.
Yeah. I'll tell everybody. I'll say I've dispelled the magic on these ones, but I'm rather worn out. I don't think I can do it again until tomorrow.
Interestingly enough, since you've been holding you concentrating on your spell, the magic from the firewater glass is not the same as what's on these bottles. That's just it being a magical liquid.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I said it's even stronger on. It's just Dwarven Firewater is very strong magical liquor. As you remember, he actually went into the back to get it.
Yeah, yeah. If
I'm gonna
anyone
tell
else-
the bar. Sorry.
If anyone else is capable of dispelling magical effects, you may want to do it on the rest of the bottles. Seems all the ones up here have magic on them, but the ones in the back seem all right.
I cannot. I'm gonna tell the bartender we're 86ing all of the booze tonight except what's been dispelled.
Cool. Who has the ritual implements? Was that formerly?
Yeah, I do.
Something about this and the research you've done strikes you.
Huh. I'm
And you
gonna
think-
save a couple of the bottles.
Yeah, you think, something, God, what was it? Ages ago, twisting your memory back. It was sympathetic magic.
Oh yeah, no, I remember sympathetic magic. I was thinking about that. What nature is this sympathetic? Just in that it's part
Well,
like distribution of a
As
collective?
below, so above, right? So perhaps he did. I mean, you're just conjecturing. You don't actually know that he was the one who did this. For all you know, he could have had someone else cast this. But perhaps whoever did this did something to a sample of alcohol from the bar. And then that propagated through the law of contagion to the rest of the alcohol in the bar.
Huh.
But whatever
Just
he
how
used
that contagion
to pull the
spread.
trigger on this ritual only hit this room.
I know
The glass
the
of scotch.
answer, but I'm not here.
It's the glass of scotch that he
Yeah,
grabbed.
yeah. There's also the fact that it's similar to the quick spread of the outbreaks, where it's been like 20 people dead in like minutes, and the rapid progression. They're weaponizing pathogens and contagions, or at least that sort of spread, but of different sorts of magic. Some of that magic is gross. This is gross, Jeffrey. Disgusting, stinky. It's a war crime. These are war crimes.
It's a war
Where's
crime
the
to turn
Geneva
people blue for
Convention?
breaking the law.
No Geneva Convention yet.
Oh my god, we don't even have the Geneva Convention.
Nope.
Why can't everything have just gone smoothly and there's no conflict?
That
Ah.
classic Dungeons and Dragons where everything goes
You just
smoothly and there's
play
no
hide and
conflict.
seek with disguised self.
Oh my god, that is what we were doing right before we got there.
So, it is past 10 o'clock. Do you want to try talking to your patron for a little bit? You guys want to keep going? Do we want to stop here?
I think maybe we should stop just because Gray's dipped out again, but we could also do this stuff with the patron. I know I personally do have to go soon.
Okay. Maria, it's up to
Mhm.
you, because we could just do the RP one-on-one.
I mean, if you guys are okay with it, I'll do it now just because I feel like I'm kind of in the zone.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Um,
mute myself and listen while I do dishes.
Sure. Anyone who has
Wow.
the dip can. So, Maria.
I'm gonna do a quick shot of one of the drinks that is not magically poisoned.
Sure. So yeah, you do a shot of scale of 1 to 10. How hard are we doing?
8.
8. Okay, so probably like some strong whiskey.
I do not enjoy it, but I down it.
All right. It burns on the way down, and it settles into a nice warmth in your stomach.
Cool. I'm gonna go. I guess I'll go into the back to do this.
Okay, cool. So we're in the back. Ben can still faintly be heard. And how do you call out to your patron?
I just close my eyes and I go, Mr. J, we have some important business to attend to whenever you could get here.
Mr. J?
I thought that was his name.
Jack Frost.
Harley Quinn?
I thought that was what you called him.
You call him Mr. Winter or Mr. Frost.
Mr. Winter? Okay.
Yeah,
I thought
Mr.
at one
Winter.
point you called him Mr.
Yeah.
J.
No, he's Jack Frost. So
Okay.
it's Mr. Frost.
Okay.
His old name was Mr. Winter because
Oh.
he used to be Father Winter, but now he's Jack
Gotcha.
Frost.
Gotcha. Sorry.
You said Mr. J in like a perfect Harley Quinn voice.
Not intentional.
Mark Hamill just bursts through the door. Hello, Harley.
That's an idea for Halloween.
Here we go.
No, sorry, I was Mr. Frost.
Note to self:
Sorry.
get Mark Hamill to come on our D&D stream. Yay! So you call out to Mr. Frost to say we have some business to do. And you feel a slight chill, a little bit of tingling numbness, like a cool breeze blowing over a bare neck. And you are distracted as you look around as little snowflakes drift down from seemingly nowhere up in the ceiling. And you turn, in a circle looking at them. They're kind of pretty. And then as you turn the full 360, Mr. Frost is there. And he says,
every time.
Maria, a pleasure as always. As he takes your hand and he kisses your knuckles. What can I do for you, my lady?
Mr. Frost, can I get you a drink? This is all that's uncontaminated back here right now, so I'm afraid it's all I could offer.
He frowns a little bit and he says, contaminated? I can assure you, the brownies did nothing to your drinks.
No, I'm not accusing you of anything. Chief Inspector Albert Ford walked in here maybe an hour or two ago, tried to humiliate me in front of all of my patrons, and then did some magical shit to all of the alcohol in the front room.
I see. You'll be needing that to be replaced, I'm sure. I will see to it. No charge. Think of it as a favor between friends.
Thank you. And I'm sure
Of
you know this
course.
reflects poorly on me and on the influence that I'm able to spread, since I'm not sure what will be happening to anyone who drank it.
Of course, of course. This is worrying. We knew he was on the move, but not this much. I
need to
am...
find a... Sorry.
I am limited in what I can tell you. One of the restraints of immortality, I'm afraid.
Right.
So many
Well-
rules.
Maybe intel isn't necessarily what I need. Maybe I just need him out of the picture. Any chance you could
I can't.
lend a little hand with that?
I can...
You wouldn't have to do anything directly.
He growls like a winter's chill breeze blowing through a canyon in the dead of night. It's an unnerving sound that awakens memories in your hindbrain of more primal times. And you could see like someone left a glass of water out here, and it's in his anger and his clenched teeth, it's actually starting to freeze over. I can't. Would that I could simply dispose of him for you, my lady. I would. Believe me, nothing would bring me more pleasure. But there are rules, and he is protected by what I cannot say.
Protected from you. That's clear. What about from myself?
You are free to... You are a mortal agent, for now, and are free to do what you may, what your human government does. To protect him is a separate issue. The forces that stay my hand cannot interfere if you go after him, for the same reasons that I cannot interfere in that direction.
Is there anything useful you could offer me? I don't know. I'd be willing to make a deal.
Oh, you temptress. Very well. What can I do? What can I do? Fine. For one level of devotion, I will give you perhaps more of a hint than I should. As an indulgence.
Fun.
There is a ritual he is using to do the things that he is. He is missing several pieces. 2, to be exact. To bring his ritual from a small scale to a much larger scale, a citywide scale. Should he manage to acquire those several pieces, he might even go so far as to increase the range.
Shit.
Do you understand what I am saying?
Yes. I understand.
One of these pieces happens to look like a piece of concave glass with runes etched in it. And the other looks like a jade pyramid with alchemical symbols inscribed on it. Combined with his totem, he manages to... combined with his totem and the other ritual ingredients, he can work his magic on a larger scale. He's tapping into... as he, clutches his chest and falls to his knees. I cannot say anymore.
That's all right. That's enough.
I'm sorry, milady. That was as much as I could say.
Okay. We'll fuck his shit up and then you won't have to deal with him anymore.
For now, I will see to it that the brownies clear away the enchantments on the beverages. Or failing that,
Thank
we
you.
shall simply dispose of it. I'm sure there are some in the Feywilds who would enjoy turning blue.
Have at it.
Now, I'm afraid I wasn't able to give you much, but my end of the bargain, if you would please, as he holds out his hand to you.
I shake it.
And you feel your connection to him grow a little stronger, and your arcane magic grow a little weaker. After this session, you are going to swap out one level of sorcerer for one level of warlock. Now, my lady, I do apologize, but my time is somewhat valuable in the courts at this time, especially as we approach the equinox. Is there anything I can help you with?
You've been a great help. Don't let me keep you.
Very well. Until then. As he bows deeply to you and pulls a rose made of ice from behind his back and hands it to you.
Ooh, pretty.
And then he turns and in a flurry of the snowflakes that had like rested on the floor pick up and swirl around him, and he, as they settle down to the ground again, he's gone.
Hey, thank you.
And the music seems to pick up a bit from carrying back in.
Cool. That was all I wanted to do.
Cool. Well, if that's the case, then thank you everyone so much for joining us for another episode of the Unsung City. We'll be back next week, where hopefully we'll get to go to Arizona.
Yay, that's exciting.
Yay. Very
Until
exciting.
then, bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye, stream.